Afternoon to you. This is TV Sapienza on Star Times Channel 260. Today is Tuesday, the 6th of May, 2025. My name is Joe Igbo. In our news headlines this afternoon, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has released results of the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, UTME, revealing that over 1.5 million of the 1.9 million candidates scored below 200. Over 400. The Federal Executive Council (FEC) has approved several infrastructure and ecological projects worth trillions of naira across the country. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention (NCDC) has issued a public health alert on the likely spike in cases of cholera during the forthcoming rainy season. And the Nigerian Education Loan Fund (NELFund) has urged the South-South and South-East regions of the country to increase their participation in the student loan scheme. Now the details of the news. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has released results of the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, UTME, revealing that over 1.5 million of the 1.9 million candidates scored below 200, over 400. In a post on its official X handle yesterday, JAMB highlighted that a total of 1,955,069 candidates sat for the examination, and of this number, a significant 1,534,654 candidates, representing 78.5%, scored below the 200 mark. JAMB further noted that 71,701 candidates were absent from the examination, and those facing biometric challenges are being investigated. JAMB noted that those cleared will be rescheduled for examination at designated centers. Meanwhile, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has announced a guide on how to check the UTME results. The board said candidates can check their results by visiting the JAMB e-facility portal at efacility.jamb.gov.ng. Log in with their credentials, enter the email address and password used during UTME registration, then click on Check UTME Results from the dashboard. Another method of checking UTME results is via SMS by typing results, that is RESULT, in capital letters, followed by a space and the candidate's JAMB registration number. The message should be sent to 55019 or 66019. The method will attract a service charge of 15 naira from the candidate's mobile airtime. The Association of Resident Doctors in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, has announced the commencement of a 3-day warning strike starting today, Tuesday, May 6, 2025. The doctors concluded to embark on the strike after their emergency Congress meeting held yesterday at Asokoro District Hospital, Abuja. Speaking after the meeting, the president of the FCT branch of the association, Dr. George Ebong, said the strike became necessary following the sack of 127 health workers by the FCT Civil Service Commission last Friday without due process. He described the sack as inhumane and illegal, demanding their immediate reinstatement and onward payment of their April salaries. Dr. Ebong, on behalf of the doctors, threatened that they would embark on an indefinite strike and shut down the nation's capital hospitals if their demands were not met by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and the FCT administration within 3 days. The Nasarawa State Police Command has commenced an investigation into the death of 5 children found in an abandoned vehicle in the local government area of the state. SP Ramhan Nansel, the Nasarawa State Police Command's public relations officer, in a statement, said the children between the ages of 6 and 10 were found unresponsive in a vehicle parked in the compound of a resident. SP Nansel maintained that the command received a report about the dead bodies from a resident in the Agaragu community where the incident happened. He gave the names of the 5 children as Kamsi Ona, male, 8 years, Somma Ona, male, 6 years, Eunice Udouchi, female, 10 years, Mesoma Nnaji, female, 10 years, and Chioma Nnaji, female, 8 years. Namsel said the Nasarawa State Police Commissioner has expressed deep sorrow over the loss and extended his heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families. He added that the CP has warned parents, guardians, and vehicle owners to be vigilant and ensure that children do not gain access to parked or abandoned vehicles without supervision. The Federal Executive Council (FEC) has approved several infrastructure and ecological projects across the country, including the rescoping of key federal roads, new road constructions, and the rehabilitation of dams and irrigation schemes critical to national food security. Addressing newsmen at the State House, Abuja, after the FEC meeting presided over by President Bola Tinubu, the Minister of Works, Engineer Dave Umahi, detailed the Council's approval of a series of revised and new road contracts across 13 states. Umahi stated that the Council approved new contracts for the construction of the Abakaliki-Afikpo flyover in Ebonyi State at 25 billion naira and the construction of Ikoga Road and Atan Alapoti Ado Udo Road in Ogun State at 37 billion naira. Highlighting private sector collaboration and tax credit financing, Umahi revealed that the Enugu-Onitsha Road project, partly funded by the MTN, is being rescoped to 77 kilometers and awarded for 150 billion naira. Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, has issued a public health alert on the likely spike in cases of cholera during the forthcoming rainy season. He said that 134 local government areas classified as hotspots have been prioritized for multi-sectoral intervention, including potential rapid response team deployment. Addressing journalists in Abuja yesterday, the Director General of the NCDC, Dr. Jide Idris, said that cholera has remained endemic in Nigeria, particularly in communities with limited access to clean water and sanitation. Idris said cholera is a highly contagious infection and can be fatal without prompt and adequate treatment. In raising alarm over the danger of cholera outbreak during the rainy season, the Director General of the NCDC said that the situation is compounded by this year's flood forecast, which has put 30 states and the Federal Capital Territory at risk. To reduce the risk of cholera, Idris said the people should ensure that water is boiled and stored in a clean and covered container before drinking, and practice good personal hand hygiene by washing hands frequently with soap under clean running water. In addition, the DG advised people to use alcohol-based hand sanitizers if soap and clean water are not available, and ensure that food is well cooked before consumption. The chairman of Urumba South Local Government Area of Anambra State, Mr. Shedrack Azubike, has appealed to mothers to bring their children for immunization against polio virus. Azubike told mothers in the area that a simple and harmless immunization can save their children from deformity and the menace of polio. The council boss made the call at the flag-off of the National Immunization Plus Days, or NIPDs, in Urumba South Local Government Area. He appealed to residents to actively participate in the ongoing polio vaccination campaign in the area, saying that health experts have identified immunization as a vital step in boosting the health and immunity of children. Also speaking, Mrs. Chisom Uchem, Executive Secretary, Anambra State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, said the vaccination is for children between 0 to 59 months. Uchem said the vaccine is free, safe, and effective, and would immunize children against polio, a deadly childhood disease that could cripple a child or even kill the victim. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund, or NEL Fund, has urged the South-South and the Southeast regions of the country to increase their participation in the student loan scheme. The managing director of NEFund, Akintunde Sawyer, stated this during stakeholders engagement session and technical workshop on system automation and loan application process in Abuja yesterday. He said there is a noticeable disparity in applications from the South-South and the Southeast regions compared to other parts of the country, saying they need to increase their participation. Sawyer dismissed reports that NEFund is paying students who have already graduated, stressing that the fund has a strict verification process. To end the Sapientia news at 1 p.m., a recap of the major headlines. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has released results of the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, UTME, revealing that over 1.5 million of the 1.9 million candidates scored below 200 over 400. The Federal Executive Council, FEC, has approved several infrastructure and ecological projects worth trillions of naira across the country. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, has issued a public health alert on the likely spike in cases of cholera during the forthcoming rainy season. And finally, the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, or NEFund, has urged the South-South and the Southeast regions of the country to increase their participation in the student loan scheme. That was the Sapientia news at 1 p.m. On behalf of the editorial and technical crew, I am Joe Igbo. Good afternoon, TV Sapientia.